Is this? Dear Elgato, please. Are you happy, master? Please, do your work. Hey! Let's go! We made it. And my iPad is at 40%. How long that's gonna last? Bro, I don't know. But we got it. It's not yelling at me anymore. And I don't like being yelled at because I will cry. Hello everyone. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day so far. Today is Sunday Chill Day. And today we are going to be making one of the costumes redeemed by y'all, specifically about the Greatest Showman. And we may get a little bit distracted here and there. Stargazy Pie. What the hell is this? Why is there fish sticking out of it? But, we try to get our good inspirations, a potential for animation, and just have a wonderful, relaxing day filled with art in conversation. So sit back, relax, get some drinks and some snacks, and I'll see y'all in a second. Hello everyone. How are y'all doing today? Hey Luca, I'm love seeing you come around. You've been I missed you. Pretty good. How you doing, artist? How you doing, dragon? Hey Scallion. Hopefully y'all are having a good Sunday so far. Yeah, today I was trying to set things up for my iPad for a nice art stream, and I have like an Elgato like capture card and all that, and it is giving me sass. And I was like, do I push the stream? But I was like, you know what? Maybe y'all want to see me flounder around with an Elgato for the next like 30 minutes. But yeah, hopefully y'all are doing well. Today's been amazing. Comic-Con went great. Yeah, tell me about it, Dragon. Oh, did you have fun? No fun, my birthday was 2 days ago, so we have still some cake. Happy belated birthday, artist! Congratulations! Hopefully you had a good birthday. What kind of cake is it? I'm very basic for my cakes, so I love hearing what other people's favorites are. Flounder part is the best part. I know, I figured. That's why I was like, we're just gonna do it, and then y'all are gonna hear me yell at an Elgato in the distance. That was not very financially good, but it was worth it. I mean, you were at Comic-Con. Of course you were. So I'm gonna try this. Oh, hold on. I'll allow that. I'll allow that to go through. No, that sucks. Is mosquitoes really bad where you're at? I'm gonna face reveal with a picture of Tonska with me in his booth. As long as you're comfortable with it, I certainly don't mind. And on the Pop Asia stage, hell yeah, Dragon. Well, it sounds like you had a blast. I'm really happy. I haven't finished going through the ones that you posted last time. I was super busy yesterday, so I wasn't able to listen to them all. But I did listen to a good amount of the first one. They aren't that bad. They're just addicted to my family for some reason. I think there has been some science behind like certain blood or certain genetics plays a role, and I think certain blood types also do. Chocolate cake. See, I'm a vanilla cake person. I'm all about the white cake, white icing. So, but I respect it. My brother, I have a little brother. He loves the chocolate, so we do like triple chocolate cake for him, and he fucking loves it. I also got his autograph and our main vocalist signed my Yoshi. That's so cool, Dragon. Oh man, I'm so excited for you. Playing about what does look like the best. Red velvet, carrot cake, and creme brulee. Okay, all right. Okay, we're fancy up in here. Isn't red velvet just chocolate cake with red food coloring? I remember hearing it. And it's just like the difference in taste is just kind of to like our own perception of it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. But you know what? I can't I can't confirm. I haven't made a red velvet cake, so I can't tell you what was in it. But, oh really? What was red velvet originally colored? Because it's called red velvet, so I assumed, unless it had a different name, it wouldn't have made sense before. Or maybe there's another ingredient. Hold on. Let's see. Let us see. Let us see. If I were to Google how to make red velvet cake. Let's see here. If we look at our... Oh gosh, we're forcing this to be dark mode. Get this freaking thing out of here. Here. Oh, also, boop, 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 boop. There we go. Let's see. Yes, your life story. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right, here we go. Baking soda, unsweetened natural cocoa flour, salt, unsalted butter, granulated coconut, vegetable oil, eggs, vanilla extract, white sugar, red food coloring, buttermilk. I think maybe the difference would be buttermilk in this case. But this is just the same as... I would... Minus the red food coloring, this is the same stuff I would do for a chocolate cake. Like... Yeah. Yeah, buttermilk is the only exception, I think. So I think it's just a unique take on that. Brownish red dough. People started using dye to make it all red. Nope, cocoa powder I would use. I would use cocoa powder in a chocolate cake. Let's do chocolate cake recipe. Should we add it to the Dodo cookbook? We'll do like a half and half per unsweetened cocoa powder right there. Baking powder, baking soda, teaspoon, vegetable oil. Yeah. It's just the buttermilk that's different. Everything else is pretty much the same. A little more eggs too, but it might be because due to the buttermilk. We should totally have a stream where Idealist just tries to cook stuff. If I get my own space in like a camera thing set up, I am totally down doing like cooking streams for y'all. As long as you don't make fun of my kitchen setup. Because I've seen them around, right? I've seen them around Twitch where there's just like cooking things that you can do, right? And you know, there's VTubers that have done that hybrid cooking stuff with like onigiri. I don't know if you know her or not, but they also do something along the lines of that. But I probably would just do live. I don't think I would try to do a VTuber one. I'll probably just do live cooking. Not that it wouldn't be fun, and maybe I would try it once eventually, but as far as the idea of like trying to hook all that up and make sure it all works and stuff like that, I think it would just be fun to do that. Stargazy pie? Stargazy pie. What the hell is this? Why is there fish sticking out of it? Whoa, God. That's disgusting. Is it good? Okay, look, I'm not a pie guy. I wouldn't even eat cherry pie, let alone fish pie. I'm just not a pie guy. It's a texture thing. I think it's... It's a mixture of things. But yeah, no, a pie is just not my style. It's just not my jam. I'm trying to like, I would say my favorite... What's y'all's favorite dessert? What's your favorite baked good? I want to say cupcake is mine. There's something about like a really, really good cupcake that's just leagues above anything else. You know what I mean? Like, cake is good, don't get me wrong. And the cake's really, really made well, and it's very airy, and it isn't super sweet. Like, you can eat a lot of it, but there's something about like a cupcake where it's like the dosage of a cupcake is like perfect. So even if it is a bit dense or it is a bit sweet, it's not like you have to eat a whole slice of cake, right? I'm also have questions, artist. I also have questions. Either cookies, cake, or 2-scoop chocolate with gummy worms, marshmallows, and hot fudge. Oh yeah, kind of like what do they call it? It's like dirt cup or something like that. It's where you mix a lot of like chocolate. You make it look like it's in the soil, but with gummy worms. Right? Like that shit slaps. It's good. Savory cheese and bacon quiche. I don't see. Is that a dessert? Is that a baked good? What's it? What the heck is a quiche? My brain. Quiche. Oh yeah, no. No, that's just a different kind of. Oh, it's like a French tart. Oh. So you like the sweet and savory. You like the sweet and savory, right? Say I like baked goods. I can't decide, right? It's good. This is becoming a good stream. Well, fine, Luca. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is kind of slowly. I mean, that's kind of what Sunday Chill Day is all about. You know, it's scuff, it's art, it's where we talk, it's where we get off tangent, and we just vibe for like 4 hours, if not longer. It's just whatever. We gotta want to make it, right? Maybe my mom's pies because they're really good at making them. Oh, what's your favorite pie that she's made? Like baked goods is in general are just great. But if we're talking about like, what's your favorite sweet in general? Nutella sandwich on burger buns? I can see that being good. Send a work in progress of the princess party, Alice. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Definitely send that. I want to say my favorite like sweet. Like if I am craving some kind of like sweet, right? Hey Ratty, how you doing? We're talking about food. And I asked y'all what's your favorite like sweet? If you have like a sweet tooth, what would you eat or consume that would be the perfect thing to like satiate it, right? Why? You posted it? All right. All right. Let's see. And whoop. I like it. That's really good. I like it. Oh, I should have asked if you wanted it on stream. I'm sorry. It looks really good though. Sometimes I share the screen and I forget. I'm sorry if you didn't want it. Red velvet cake. We were just talking about red velvet cake and how the only difference between that and chocolate is red food coloring and the buttermilk. It's basically just chocolate cake with buttermilk. With caramel sauce. Okay. I think for me, I'm a slushy guy. I want like a really good, like tart with like tart syrup slushy, like icy on like a hot day. Oh, forget about it. Not even like popsicle. I'm talking about straight like slushy icy, and then you mix it. You like mix all the different like flavors, and I would have like blueberry mixed with like green apple, mixed with like sour grape or lime or lemon. Ooh, lemon. I think blueberry, green apple, and lemon was my favorite triple combo. And I would have like there was a stand. Yeah. There was a stand in a parking lot that was like owned by some old guy, and he would have like the best slushies, and it was super cheap, like a giant container. I'm talking about like more than 32 ounces for like $5 of like any three or four different combination that you want. And I remember getting like all the sour stuff, and he also had like sour like sprinkle things that he could also put into it. Oh, it probably curved off years of my life, but I don't care, man. I don't care. That shit's fire. 2 years ago, my mom tried making candied apples, but we overcooked the candy coating and it ended up tasting like soap. No, that's the worst. Sorbet's really good. Sorbet's really good. I'm gonna go to grandparents' house. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you would be both, Lugo. You would be both. Yeah, definitely don't say where. Definitely don't dox yourself. But yeah, no. I hope you're excited to see your grandparents' house. See, I didn't have that close of a relationship to my grandparents. I didn't look forward to it. They weren't the best people. I've never been able to eat anything made of crushed ice. It gives me the horrid feeling when someone bites into the ice cream. Oh, you have the crunch thing. I have a really close friend who has issues with like crunch, right? He has ice cream trucks that always slushy if I can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, like it's a texture thing. It's also like, I think it's people who have like sensitive teeth. It's also big. What am I what are we doing? I don't think I was saying anything about you. I don't think so anyway. Oh no, what were we saying? We were talking about Dragon's Work in Progress for the thing you recommended. So you won't know. You won't know until it's done. If you want to know sooner, you're just gonna have to watch the VOD. And I'm behind on VODs, so it's gonna take you like a week. When it doesn't and teeth hurt it. Yeah. The hottest today is getting 70. Yeah, it's gonna be like perfect temp over here too. I'm definitely gonna go for a walk after this. I actually had windows open not too long ago. I close it because I talk loudly. I think it's the teeth sinking into the cold. So it's a temp sensitivity, right? I mean, if you want, I guess if you want a hint, look at the art Discord. It was recently posted there. But yeah, no, I could definitely, if I eat too many popsicles, I definitely start building up a sensitivity to cold. But I have this thing where whenever my teeth get cold, it hurts uncomfortable very quickly. Yeah, you just have you have sensitive teeth. I think there are toothpaste that help with that. I'm not a dental person, but I know that there are people who, there are things that help alleviate that sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. Like if you look up like cold sensitivity for teeth, there are ways to alleviate it. I'm trying to think if there's anything, because I know I struggled with it for a while. I might have done toothpaste. I might have. I'm not 100% sure. I like burying my eye for the baby. I'm learning a lot about you, Alice. But yeah. Why is Curdle spelled like that? Bro, I don't know. English is weird. English is a wild language. I'm not the biggest fan. Really? I'm really not. There's a lot of simplicity with it, but my god, is there like just made up stuff along the way. It's just people just making up things the entire time. It's like, oh yeah, no, there's silent letters. It's like, what? Why? Why is there silent letters? What does that even mean? Why is that even there? Just take it off. Bruh. Your admiral? Oh, is that self-proclaimed? Okay, alright. Destruction. You do have the destruction tendencies of an infected army admiral. I'll definitely give you that. I'll give you that, Alice. You have a tendency to be on the warpath, so that checks out. Well, I'm the opposite end in that case. As far as sensitivities, the admiral of the duck army. Oh, go for it. Go for it. English is a dramatic language, but it uses a lot of words, other stuff from romantic languages. Yeah, from what I've heard is like English is just a bunch of languages in a trench coat. It's just a bunch of things from a lot of different places, and they're just like, this is it. We got it. This is English now. Egg. Oh man. Should we have a, you know what? Should I give y'all a free war off? Egg. What do y'all think? Should we do it? Alright. War off, war off, war off, war off, war off, war off. Where are you? Where is it? Boop. Boom. Choose your side. I'm gonna have to fix the damn thing too. I haven't fixed it. So go ahead and get this ready to go right now. Where are you, Mama Dodo? Mama Dodo? Mama Dodo? There you are. Okay. Alright. Alright. You have 1 minute to choose. Which side will win? Will it be the Dark Armata or the Infected Horde? Who will win? Who will survive? Only you decide. Who will it be? Nutella and vanilla wafers? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And Duck Armada barely. I'm back. All right, let's move you a little bit, Mama Dodo. Well, actually, no, you're kind of exactly to it. Now 2 giant teaspoons of Nutella, and now I'm gonna get diabetes. Oh no! I've considered what it should be when there's a tie. I considered one where if it was equal, they would just fight in the middle, and then Mama Dodo would just be like jumped around both sides until eventually it stopped, and it's just Mama Dodo laying in the middle of the screen. Like, well, this is awkward. Also, I'm talking about, yeah, let's get to drawing. Okay. What does that have to do with me? But yeah, so let's see if I can. Dodo, can we play Roblox? I'm actually gonna try to catch up on some of y'all's redeems. So let's see here, so I don't accidentally. I wouldn't say dox. That's not the right word. Show something I shouldn't show. Let me pull up my stream notes real quick. So, yeah, I can show you all this. Boop. All right. I don't know if y'all could even see this at this point. It seems a little small. So there's a blanket redeem to add a horseshoe crab to the blanket. So that's something that I need to do. There's a sound redeem for I'm gonna munch, I'm gonna crunch, but that's something I could do on my own. That's fine. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate costume redeems. So we have Dapper Mama Dodo with the Greatest Showman suit. We have a Melon outfit. We have a Minecraft Creeper outfit. We have an Anniversary Mama Dodo outfit. We have a Fridge Mama Dodo outfit. And an Evil Mama Dodo with inverted colors and devil horns outfit. And then, yeah. Yeah, and then I have a couple other like warnings and stuff I need to do. So, because I'm so behind on it, I figured today we're gonna have a bit more of a relaxing art while we can all draw and have our own art thing. I forgot about the fridge. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. But we're gonna go in order. So I think today I'm gonna work on the Dapper Mama Dodo. I think that's what I'm gonna work on today. With the Greatest Showman. But here's the question. There was a new way I wanted to make. So there's a way to kind of animate the costume things for VietoTube, like more so than what we have here. So what I have here, I'll show you. What I have here, you know, this one is animated, right? But I animated this frame by frame. Like I redrew stuff and it loops and all that kind of stuff. But there's kind of like a process where it's kind of like you have the, is it warp tool? It's warp or smudge, where you can kind of like move different parts, and as long as they're on different layers, you can have the illusion like it's moving. And then it's just kind of animating that way by just moving things around versus redrawing it every time. You could just move it. And I wanted to try to start doing that more now, where it's like because I want to get used to potentially doing 2D stuff. Because here's the problem. So I want to start making stuff with 2D. or with live 2D, with animations and stuff like that, which means utilizing VTube Studio and slowly moving everything in that direction. But it would make it very, very difficult on, like, I can't do VTube, which I'm using now, and that at the same time, right? So if I'm going to do the transition, then it would almost be like I would have to do both for a little while, where it's like I have one that could go into both, and then we eventually get to a point where we have so many that could go into both, we make a seamless transition into Live 2D / VTube Studio. And then we have consistent, then we'll have consistent animations, then we'll be able to potentially use like my phone so that there's actually like facial recognition stuff to it as well. So I would like to try to move in that direction as well. So if I were to try to make that difference today with Dapper Mama Dodo with the Greatest Showman suit, I think the way I would go about it is that I'm going to try to make things in the appropriate different layers, right? And then that also means that the Dapper Mama Dodo will be the first animated costume that is with this particular style of animation, which I think would be kind of cool. We'll see. we will see. All right. Let's see here. Let's try to find some scuff. Yeah. All right. 4K capture utility. So this is the Elgato nonsense that I'm gonna be figuring out. Now, where the hell am I supposed to do? Because I need to get home. All right, Dragon, get safely home. I'm gonna figure out this damn capture card. Okay, let's see. So if I had it, because it was about getting corners before. Ooh. And let's see. I'm gonna do that. Plug it in, and it should work. It's catching up. Let's see what it says. I forget what the error was. It was like, you used the wrong. It was like the wrong port and the wrong thing. Yeah, please reconnect Elgato to a USB 3.0 port. What? All right, hold on. So I don't accidentally flag my computer. Okay, USB settings. No, not any of those. How do I know which one of my ports are USB? I guess it would be in the user manual, but I don't feel like trying to find that right now. I guess I could just keep plugging it in and see what comes up. All right, let's keep looking. I can also try different. Things. Let's see here. Should we try use this? So it's USB, not HDMI. So that's something. Can y'all still hear me? Hopefully you'll still hear me. Let's try here. I don't have a mouse right now, but that's something. I had to put my mouse toggle on a different USB than what I had before because I had to move things around. But if this works, then it was the cord and not the USB port. Brother keeps calling me stupid for yelling at me. Well, tell your brother to stop it. Get help. Okay, it's not even cutting off. Like, I took two ends of two different things and plugged them in. What are you doing? I was too focused on my special treat to listen. I am trying to hook up the Elgato to make sure that it's actually working. And I would normally turn it on, but my mouse is currently unplugged. Okay. 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 All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Headphones up. Headphones up. Oh gosh. Why didn't you charge faster? I don't know why I didn't charge my iPad last night. I'm a fool. Okay. No, still no capture card, huh? Uh-huh. No, that doesn't seem to be working. You don't say. Okay. We're gonna do this so that y'all actually see what I'm doing. Okay. So it doesn't like that. But it didn't say anything before. So I might have to switch. Here. It's on the right port. What does that mean? All right, do I just try different ports and hope I find the one? Like, damn. Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. What is that? The USB 3.0. Which one is the USB 3.0? Damn it! I got it to work before. What's the difference now? If the screen suddenly cuts off, you'll know what happened, which is I fucked up. Where's my damn phone? I can't see nothing. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Welcome to Scuff the Stream. I'm trying to find the right USB to this damn Elgato. Alright, let's see. USB 3 to. Okay. Alright. Or is perhaps. Yes.
liking, Master. Yes, Mr. Elgato. Master Elgato. This is PC. What do you mean it's not a 3.0 port?
It says 3.0 on it. It says it on the thing. Fire the port guy. Okay. What about this one?
Is this one to your liking, Elgato Master? I've been giving my life to you for the last decade and 5 months.
It says 3.0. It says 3.0. What do you mean it's not a 3.0? Is it the cord? Do I need a specific cord? Like, if so, say it with your chest. Say it with your damn chest. Oh, it's a sorry. Oh, my bad. These are USB 3.0. Oh, excuse me. Pardon-moi. It's what the friggity crack have I been using this damn time? I don't understand. What about this? How about that? Is this good enough for you? Your Highness? Did you immediately say no? Oh, lose my mind. Hold on, is Mama Dodo not changing for y'all? What's going on? What's going on? It's connected. Weird. Hold on. Let me fix that for you. That's Control F1. Control F1. No, it should work. Hold on. Test trigger. Why don't you change? That's Control F1. Boom. It really is though. Here, I'll put why Vieto Tube? What's going on? Why are you being weird? Everything should be going 100% what it was going. It's connected and everything. What's going on? Why are you being weird? Weird. I'll manually do it if that happens again. My bad, guys. I don't know what's up with it. Besides the damn port. Let's assume it's the wire. I need to get a new wire. Okay, let's just go to the wire. Right in the front. Front row seats. Front row seats. You got this, Elgato. I would lose money if I gave you anything else. You know? Like, this is exactly what you want. Sure, further assistance. What? Tell me. Tell me what I'm missing. Double check the port. Oh. Make sure the cable being used is one with this that came with the capture. Are you telling me that I have to use the exact one that came with the capture? I want to lose my board. If a different cable is used, it may not be a USB 3.0 cable, and it will cause USB connection issue. For instance, some cables, especially USB-C and USB Those are the same damn things. Unless I am blind as hell. They come with phones. Can be USB 2 only. Okay. Alright. Well. I want to draw. No, I mean, this one, if anything, just means I'm computer savvy. What do you think fixing computers like? It's like this. It's 100% what it is. What the hell did I use? I have all the cords here that I used before. What's going on? Did I toss it in storage? I hope not. This one also doesn't Is this it? Dear Elgato, please. Are you happy, master? Please, do your work. Hey! Let's go! We made it. And my iPad is at 40%. How long that's gonna last? Bro, I don't know. But we got it. It's not yelling at me anymore. And I don't like being yelled at because I will cry. Alright. Alright, let's get the thing up. I swear to God. If I put this Apple Pencil, this iPencil, this Pencil, and it says it's out of battery, I'm gonna lose my mind. This one I knew exactly where it was. Okay, got that. We need to make a emote of the Dodo jig. Or do you want a different summon to do a jig? Well, I hope you feel better, Scallion. Okay. I gotta make sure that there's nothing on my iPad that's incriminating. I have to close down all my inappropriate sites. I need to have all my programs deleted. I need to wipe the history, the usual. The normal stuff, right? I want Queen to do, Jake. You just love Queen. I think you resonate with her violent tendencies. Which is based. Boom. Boom. Is it gonna work? Is it? Hey, we did it! 50 minutes in and we managed to do an art. Let's go. Alright. We're gonna switch the category to art. And dang it. Sorry. boop, and boop. Category is now switched to art. Okay. What if I do? Nope, nothing. Listen, I make a bunch of different characters with different personalities, strengths, and weaknesses, so people could resonate with different characters. That's how it works. You resonate with Queen, which means you're tenacious. Alright. Can y'all hear me okay? Is this good distance? I should probably move it a little different. Okay, we're at 72%. Okay, good. Okay, let's see here. That seems fine, right? Hopefully. Perhaps. Maybe like right here. Let me see if I can find the... Okay, my voice is a little bit low, but decent enough, especially for a chill art stream. Okie dokie. So, how did I say we were gonna do this? We were gonna do this where I'm trying to separate things in a layer as if I am going to do it on Live 2D. As if I'm going to animate it. And then we are going to transfer it to an animated, like an animation version. Yeah, you would resonate with Queen. Yeah, we'll do it so that, and then we'll transfer it over to an animated one, and then we'll just change it frame by moving certain parts. I'm not going to separate each hair follicle, but there's also going to be like change. I just want movement, right? I feel like one of the things holding Mama Dodo back is that she's too still. You know, I mean it's nice going the blinky modes and stuff like that, but I think it's time for us to step up our game a bit, right? I think we've done enough. We have and I counted. We have 30 costumes. Of the 30 costumes, 2 are animated. And I think it's time for us to really try to dig in with the idea of stepping up our game now. Let's see here. We want Live 2D. That's Live 2D. That's PNG Tuber. Okay. So Live 2D can handle a lot more. I think it's still okay for us to go under, and then once we made the switch over to Live 2D, then we really up the quality of it. So today is the first big step for Dodos. One giant leap for me. Alright, and we're gonna name this one. What should we name it? Let's do this real quick because I have some things open I shouldn't have open on stream. There we go. Dapper Mama Dodo, boo boo boo. Should do the Greatest Showman dance. What does the Greatest Showman dance even look like? Hold on. Let's see here. Why is there an Eldritch entity on my stream? That's a redeem. This is infected Mama Dodo. Something that people have redeemed back to keep on coming back to life, which, to be fair, is a flavor win. Let's see here. Greatest Showman dance. Pet the Dodo. The Greatest Showman dance tutorials? Look up the song from the Now On and So. From Now On and So. Now On and So. From Now On. Okay, so I guess it's From Now On. Okay, so we'll just do you, but we're gonna mute you. No, I don't want... I want to see it. Okay. Okay. I have it muted so we don't get flagged in the VOD. Okay. See if we can find it. Okay, he's cheering. Singing. Now, okay, now it's coming dancing. You want Dodo to do flips? Okay, the twist is not bad. That twist ain't bad. We could probably do a twist. Like that? That's not bad. However, I think if it was a constant loop of that, that would be a bit much. That could be like a redeem or something. Let's see, what would be the most iconic part of this? See, I haven't watched The Greatest Showman, so I don't know. Who's Chewbacca over there? Is it the squat lunge? Okay, there's the do-si do. I don't even know what that is. You know what, Alice? Do me a solid. Because this is your redeem, right? Tag me, like, go into the video and tag the dance, the movement that you want to see. Because I'm not gonna be able to do like a full couple minute animation. Certainly, that would take me months of just that. But like, tag me on like the moment. It was like, okay, this movement. This is what I wanted to see. All right, that's your homework for me. Because if we can, especially if it involves a spin, I have to make it at least translate well in 3 dimensions. Versus if it's a side to side, I have more to work with, right? All right. So, Greatest Showman. Greatest Showman. Okay. With Greatest Showman here, this is not quite repo. We're gonna go to Dodo. Chat redeems. Here we go. And then we're gonna do the new folder of Dapper. Okay. But what I will do is we will look up like outfits, right? Let's see. And do we want, let's see here. It's a little awkward. Greatest Showman outfit. Yes, it was this one. This was it. So we're just gonna go ahead and take a quick little snip. And you. It also has like a whoa. What the hell was that? Oh, it's the mouse. I moved it. The dance from the other side. Still send it in art as a reference for me. Okay. Ooh. I'll respond to that during the ad break. Okay. So with the Greatest Showman outfit, I like the like chest on it too. Here, I'll bring it over, and then let me actually unplug. Let me unplug this real quick. Here, so my mouse stops freaking out. I really do. Alright, there we go. Okay, so... like, I'm liking everything here. Actually, this looks like a lot more black than it is red here. We could definitely make that happen, and I like it. I like giving her a cane. But we need like a good neutral stance. The hat that says humbug? Was that part of it? Is this not the full outfit? With hat that says humbug. Oh gosh. Alright. I do not have the room on my desk for this. Okay, hold on. Moving that. Oh gosh. I need a bigger desk. This is actually wild. Okay. Greatest Showman hat. What? Which one of these hats says humbug? I'm not seeing none of it. Is it this one? The one that's signed by the actor? I'm not gonna mimic the guy's signature. That's certainly not happening. There's no humbug. Alice, you're gonna have to send me the clip, my person. You're gonna have to. I can't. If I'm not able to look up this kind of stuff, if it's specifically something that you want, then you need to send it to me. Like, we already looked at a clip of the movie, and that wasn't the right clip. So just you send me exactly what it is. How about that? You send me exactly what you want this thing to look like. Otherwise, there's going to be interpretation, right? And especially since it's something that you were looking forward to for so long, I want to make sure I'm doing what you're requesting here. But like, in all the reference images that I was using, there wasn't a single hat in them. But now, you know, obviously, so I'm missing. I might be missing more things now. So you send them to me. All right. We're gonna have a quick ad break, and I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. Have fun lurking, Scallion. All right. I'll ask while you're working on that. First, let me check. Face reveal. Welcome to the stream, by the way, or Discord artist. Okay, it's not up there. Okay. While Alice is getting me the clip, let's work on a different costume for now. Once the clip is in, we'll switch back over. I just want to be responsible with my time. Alright. Melon. Yeah, let's do a melon one. So, we'll go ahead. Art. Art, you can do art. Let's see. Which section art would be good? Let's see here. References? Put it in art references. And then I'll utilize that. Why did you put that? Art references. And I love the bleppy snakes too. It's so cute. Anyway, go ahead and do that. Boop. Just let me know when it's seeing. So we're gonna have another new one. Same dealio. Melon. Save as. Chat redeems. Melon. I'm thinking. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I am thinking, for melons in particular, is we have kind of like a melon cat kind of situation, and it's like, it's very cute, kind of like that, and then there's like a little cutout here, just kind of like striped, etc. And then this little cutout, and then this pops up, and then Mama Dodo is like underneath it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then this would be kind of like going up and down, and then this part would be kind of going left and right, kind of like it's a very soft melon. It's a very cute, bouncy melon. And then when Mama Dodo pops out, it's just like, and she's like covered in watermelon. I think that would be kind of cute. I need to not have drained my battery more than it already is being drained. All right, let's see this reference. Okay, 313, huh? Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna move it over here for now. 313. Oh. Prince? Is it Prince of Humbug? Is that what it says? Prince of Humbug. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do... So it's kind of like a... Here. Let's go ahead and do... Boom. There we go. So that way, y'all will see it. That way I can reference things, but y'all can still see it. So we'll just kind of like... And it's Prince of Humbug. Okay. So we got that. Got the hat. And then we have essentially what's left of that. Do you also want the cane? So I think that's also important. So it's just kind of like... Or it's just kind of like... that. Or we would have, that's where the black is, and then I didn't do this on the right layer for vectors, but that's okay. And then it's kind of like black cuffling, and then what looks like almost embroidery, kind of like embroidery like here in that one scene, but it's so iconic. I certainly don't mind adding it. I just had no idea what you were talking about. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So we have that. And then like a little white fluff shirt. It's like tuft underneath. Kind of like that. And then kind of like that. It's just a bunch of these like golds all the way down. How exact do you want this, Alice? Do we want to put our own Paleomancer spin to it, or do you want this exactly? And by this, I mean what I'm looking at here, essentially. And you said you wanted a cane. We'll have to get a good... I imagine the cane might also be in the scene, so I'll also be kind of looking through it. But... it's up to me? Okay. Let's see, where's that cane? Give it to me, baby. Hey, you look like you're having a good time. Love it. Is this also the dance? Like the clapping? Tell you what. I'll give you one move. One dance move. And you pick exactly which one you want. Well, which part? Because there's a lot of different things. There's sliding, there's catching hats, there's clapping, there's this move. The knee spinning. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can catch it again. This is in the beginning. Let's see if I can catch it. Knee spinning. Where are you? Okay, cool. Knee spinning. 333. Let's get that one more time. Which means we're gonna have to give her knees. Or we don't. We don't have to. We can just have her spin. That would be kind of funny. And then the back around and turn, and then arms outstretched. I think is part of the same thing. Okay. Come on, give me the cane. Where's the cane? What? No. Yes. No cane? Not in this one, at least. I only really cared about the red suit. Gotcha. Well, we'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can do for you. What we can potentially do is, get out of here. What are you doing over here? What the hell are you doing? Sylvester? Chew is on his bones. Easter. See, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working for y'all, but here you go. Welcome back. But let's see. So this is what I'm thinking, Alice. So I'm thinking we do the Greatest Showman stuff with a little bit of an animation to it. And then I'm thinking what we could do is kind of like a celebratory thing. Not consistently. It's not something that we would have on consistently just for the sake of like it would be too difficult for me to program for it to be only available when the other skin is on. Is like do like a spin redeem, or you would then make them like make Mama Dodo do the spin. We could definitely have that. I think that would be fun. A good practice as well. as far as animations and all that kind of stuff. The full-on spin, I think we're going to have to fully animate because we have to render the back. And eventually I would like to get to a point where we make these costumes and everything. Hopefully when we get to like Mama Dodo 2.0. Yeah, this is the Greatest Showman. Yeah, we're doing a Alice's Redeem for the Greatest Showman Mama Dodo, or Dapper Mama Dodo. And we're talking about the little details of it, which was you know, like the suit, the hat, and in particular the hat was one where I was like, I didn't have a reference to this. Where is it? And so Alice was kind enough to find me the exact scene, because that's what I really wanted, was to get like a good reference to what they, you know, wanted to do. Okay. And then I just wanna get a good cane look real quick. Let's see here. Greatest Showman cane. That's nothing crazy. It's nothing big. It's kind of just black with a gold tip from the looks of it. Just kind of like this. Then let's go ahead and do some golds. Okay. And then this is gonna be kind of like a brilliant red. I think the inside would also be black. Okay. And then the designs on here would be golds. Okay. Mama Dodo just talking from the cane. Just the cane with a dodo on top. And that's exactly what I'm thinking, Alice. So this is just the references, and then I'm gonna try to see if like how can we Dodoify it. I think messing with the colors would be too much removal of what it represents, so I'm fine with sticking with red. Plus, I think the red and purple would kind of pop together, so I'm fine with that. All the colors I think work really well. We will probably adjust. We'll probably change up the designs on the sleeves here to kind of be a little bit more. Maybe we can even sneak in some idealist lore into it. That would be kind of cool. We want to make Mama Dodo another bird like how we did for Martha, because I think swan or goose would fit Mama Dodo better. No, only because the reason we switched Mama Dodo's type of bird was because she was in that universe. There weren't dodos, they were vultures, right? This Mama Dodo in this case isn't necessarily like becoming an animal of this world. It's just a costume that she's putting on, right? So I think I like where your head's at, though. I think we should be more open to Mama Dodo being different kinds of birds when it calls for it. But I don't think this is one of them. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna change the embroidery on the sleeve to something interesting. We're gonna change this to Dodo. Ideal lore? That would be kind of cool. Prince of Humbug. Do we want to keep that word, that phrasing, or do we want to also adjust this? This could be a canon Mama Dodo. This is just an outfit on Otherworld attached. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not willing to agree that it's canon, but pretty much technically all the costumes are canon in the sense of different Mama Dodos from different dimensions, etc. But as far as it being linked directly to Idealist lore, we'll see. You might see it. Could it be... Should we do Princess of Humbug? Idealist hometown don't exist anymore. So, in just knowing the knowledge of the lore of everything, I think it would be a little insensitive to call Mama Dodo the princess of that city when she never got to see it. Right? I don't think Idealist would be very happy because he's very sensitive about it. He might not come off of it, but he's a very sensitive boy. But yeah, we could do Princess of Humbug instead of Prince of Humbug because it's Mama Dodo. Queen of Humbug is funny though as well. Of Main City. Here's the thing. I don't think I came up with a main nearby, the name of the main. I know there's a nearby main city that Idealist does eventually go to and does protect to a certain degree, but I haven't come up with a name for it yet. So we'll adjust this. We'll adjust this as well. We'll change this to something. We could even do like Princess of Dodos or something. Or Queen of Dodos. If we wanted to go down that route. Let's see here. Then we have... I don't think I'm going to do legs. I think I'm just going to have her just kind of chilling on her stomach. Nothing on my end. But I think... Well, Queen, first of all, Queen isn't a dodo. Queen is a raptor. I don't think she gives anything about about what Mama Dodo does or doesn't do. She very much respects Mama... Well, I wouldn't say respect Mama Dodo. She gives Mama Dodo her space. For the most part. They don't... Mama Dodo gives her all the love and affection, but Queen does not resonate with that. King isn't a raptor. King is a Rex. King is a Tyrannosaurus. Mama Dodo is the only Ranma Dodo. Chicks is a question mark. Yeah. Yeah, King's a T-Rex. Queen is Queen of the Raptors. King. So I haven't really come up with the name for Queen of the Raptors. I've just been calling her Queen of the Raptors, or Queen for short. King's name is King. He is a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and his name is King. And he was a king of the theropods when he was alive. Does Queen have any crushes? No. No. She's not... any time spent on romance is time away from taking down those in power who abuse it. You know? So Queen might not be a queen for long. It's more of a title. It's kind of like, it's an earned title. She is the one who united all the different raptor clans? Tribes? Let's do tribes. She's the one who reunited all the raptor tribes under one rule. So, not as in role title-wise, yeah. It could be Queen Blank. It could be Queen Blank. So like, she earned that title by uniting different tribes of raptors under one head. by killing every other head and then ruled over it. She got her revenge. She got revenge on those that abandoned her, so she went in basically, because essentially, if I don't remember if I went into too much detail as far as Queen's background, but she was born without arms. So she was abandoned by her tribe to die. And she fought tenaciously and killed tenaciously to live and survive, and eventually earned their respect back, and she never let that go. And eventually, after proving her worth to come back into the tribe, she killed all the leaders one by one, and thus uniting every single tribe, as those who were members of that tribe respected the hell out of her and realized that if she, without arms, could become the strongest raptor of the valley, then they also had the potential to also become the strongest of the valley. So she inspired others to rise up and fight and become better. That's essentially her background for the most part, is that she is rose beyond her weaknesses, which is one of the biggest frictions between King and Queen of the Raptors, is that Queen of the Raptors sees her birth defect. No, they definitely did. Don't get me wrong, the weapon is on the toe, but they definitely use their hands. They definitely use their arms and claws. Like, it definitely did it. And granted, is it like as proficient as if a human lost their hands? No, because we are very hand oriented. But that kind of birth defect is still one of those things that is very much looked down upon and seen as you will not survive. You will not survive if you don't have arms, because it's just gonna be that much tougher for you. So it's like you're done. Yeah. But like, so Queen of the Raptors sees her birth defect as something to rise above and is strong due to it, whereas King sees it as like, why would you hold yourself back? And why don't you use magic to offset your weaknesses? Because King uses a unique form of mage hand in his fighting prowess. So he uses every trick in the book, both to overcome his own weaknesses and give himself strength. So like he looks at Queen's reluctance to offset her weakness as a weakness, and she sees it as a source of her strength. So that's one of the things that they do not align very well, and one of the reasons why they do not get along is that kind of mentality. But King respects the hell out of her, because though he is egotistical in nature, he understands the strength and tenacity it takes for someone to claw up from where they should have been on the societal ladder into somewhere above it. Like, if King had the means to do so, he would have Queen of the Raptors be like what is essentially is like a royal knight. He would be like, I would want you to protect me. Like, that's how much I value your strength, because that is such a rare quality to have in a person. But of course, what Queen's whole deal is kill the patriarchy, but kill the royalty and those that believe themselves above others without showing strength to prove it. So when you have a royal king versus a rebel leader, you're gonna have friction. Legs really hurt from hours of walking. Yeah. No, definitely rest. I'm glad you had such a good time. But chillax, relax, my guy. You earned it. Where's this damn... What color was the damn hat? Let's see here. I think it was gold. Come on, you keep on doing, you dancing your thing, and then yeah, gold and black. Gold, black. Okay. Pretty much. She was tenacious from the, well, I wouldn't say the very beginning, but as soon as she was abandoned, that rage happened early. She is, remember, if King is a battle mage, Queen of the Raptors a berserker. Like, she is very much on that kind of same realm of just raw tenacity, anger, and lethality. That's just her bread and butter. And the group that she leads, the One of Claw, is of the same mindset. Just very much the fighter, the tenacious fighter sect of the overarching summon armada. Okay, so we have this. We have it good to go. All right. You want to join Claw? Who? What would you want to? What body would you want to inhabit? What dino? Or prehistoric. It doesn't have to be dino, as long as it's prehistoric in nature. Because you have anywhere between, what else? Who else would belong to the fighter sect? Kettle Cultless Rex. I feel like King would want you more. King's more of the heavy hitters. But he's not one to try to make someone choose their legion, their loyalty lightly. He wouldn't try to take you out of it. And I'm sure Queen would welcome you with open arms. With well, if we're talking sneaky, there's also the hide and seek sect, which is the assassination and search and destroy. Those are more the sneaky, ambushy, tracker kind of groupings. Is those two. Tooth and Claw, Tooth being King, Claw be Queen of Raptors, is definitely is more offense, just like on the ground, army. You're on the front lines. I would be Deinonychus Alligator. Hell yeah. Or Deinosuchus. Do you have any anticipation as far as which grouping that I've mentioned so far? There's other groupings that I haven't mentioned yet, but that you would want to be a part of? Say close but far off at the same time. If you want to be closer than far off at the same time, would you want to be able to utilize magic? Big tank, I think probably sustain or healer. Okay. Healer, so you want to be part of the healer part, huh? I can see with Deinosuchus utilization of the where, because Idealist utilizes environmental warfare with what's the word I'm looking for? Where it's prehistoric sinkhole. It's not the sinkhole, but it's like it's made of tar pit. He utilizes the ground as a tar pit, where his summons can move freely, but people get stuck in it. So I can definitely see Deinosuchus be, especially if they're going to be healer, is that Deinosuchus would be able to utilize being underneath that tar pit, moving freely. And then when people are wounded, you come up from the bottom and bring fresh resources for them to repair themselves with. I can definitely see that. That'd be kind of cool. That's pretty badass. Because then they're just like, they're getting like sunk, they're sinking down because they're damaged, and suddenly they just get back up and they have new parts that they didn't have before. And you essentially have this like unseen healer just going around all the different parts, just healing them and repairing their body parts as they get damaged, but never really coming out. Plus you're a freaking Deinosuchus, so you're a big freaking guy who, like, if someone tries to stop you, you just come out and it's just like, is that thing like 20 feet tall? Like, what's going on? So in that case, Alice, it would be something like the Quetzal part would be able to be like utilize magic accordingly, and then like the T-Rex half would give you a lot of close range, just brutality. Big brood of healers. I love that idea. Yeah. What would be our names? I think that's up to you. Idealist gives you bodies to inhabit. You choose your own name. Your names are your own. If there's anything Idealist understands, it's the power behind a name. He had to give up his own after all. So he's not about to take yours. He would be no worse than the one that took his. So he would definitely not, do that. Now, if you don't have one, then I think he would be fine with giving you one. But as far as taking away what you believe is your own name, plus, like, for the most part, most summons don't have like names, you know what I mean? Like, it's not to the extent of Grunt number 3, but like the Queen of the Raptors, King, the Hyena Brothers, like these kind of like titles and names that Idealists recognize them for are specifically for summons that have aligned particularly well with Idealist to the point where they become leaders of that group. What determines the leader is essentially the like soul alignment and the ability to kind of not really empathize but resonate with Idealists at its core. So like there's only like maybe 10 to 20 tops of very many different kind of prehistoric creatures that Idealists would be able to resonate with. And by resonate, I mean like actually be able to utilize them in like living weapons, for example. Quick Slaughter. Okay. Dyro is my instinct name, but I feel like I would be one that is not given a name. Okay. And that is absolutely fine too. How you all want to see yourselves in this world is up to y'all, for the most part. As far as anything that is like canon, I guess that's up to me, but for the most part, y'all can come up with your own stories of how you come about and how you influence the world. I just won't be able to promise I can make it canon. But I like where your head's at, Dragon. I like the idea of a sneaky healer. I'm always a fan of that. And then a long-ranged magician that then can also be utilized for up close is pretty good. There's a reason why archers are on the front lines. Well, not front lines, but there's a reason why archers exist, right? Except the archers, in this case, also have T-Rex bodies. that would also, just be problematic if you try to get close. Because a part of me, especially like a part of me, there is a subsect that I considered for idealist. I haven't 100% decided yet. Is the Abomination sect, and it's a sect where idealist in his darkest moments started like combining. Like he started to make abominations. He started to like for the sake of power combine different prehistoric creatures and things of that nature. We're talking like chimera level stuff, but for prehistoric stuff. And he doesn't like bringing that one out, but they are the heavy hitters. The reason that they are considered abomination is because they were combined and or manipulated essentially from what a normal necromancer would be doing, aka not with empathy and understanding, but through manipulation and power. So he almost considers it as like the group that represents his sins. This gives me vibe. I would most likely just become a murderer after war because I would be insane with power. I mean, you're not going to be able to do much outside the realm of what Idealist allows you to. He gives his summons a lot of freedom, but he wouldn't allow you to do that. And if he felt that you were going to and trying to, he would release you. He wouldn't keep you around. It sounds to me that you belong to the Abomination sect, Alice. You act like you go rogue. Like you're only alive through Idealist. There's no coming back from that. I think the only one that even have the possibility of going outside of Idealist control would be King. Give me vibes of the Wings of Fire RP I did when I was younger. Southern Thunder Dragon called Dazzle. Strong and magical power, fighting strength, but relied on wits and acrobatics in dire situations. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. But yeah, no. If you were to go and say, plus like, depending on your bloodlust or whatever, Idealist would probably just harvest that. He would just take it out of your brain and use it on a dagger. Like he would be a big tank with strong crunch, but the intimidation is purely used to make it easier to assist smaller dinos. Yeah, that sounds like healer sect to me. Healer sects are big, brawny guys that want to protect smaller guys. That's their whole shtick. It's why it's led by a mammoth. They are the protector of the weak. They are the wall. I am made of two bodies. I would be of two minds. You said you had a Quetzal head and a T-Rex body. I did not hear a T-Rex brain anywhere in that description. I should probably draw and talk at the same time, huh? Probably be smart. Alright, let's see here. I'll just do like that. You would have two souls. Interesting. What? Okay. Then it sounds to me that you might belong to the Abomination sect, Alice. This kind of sounds up that alley. Granted, you want to be in the in under Queen, so I'm not going to tell you no. I love the trip of big teddy bear brutes, the opposite trend of the cute croakers that could end the world. Yeah, I'm also a big fan of that. All right, let's see here. We'll just do a rough one for now. I'm an herbivore on a carnivore body. Quetzals weren't herbivores, Alice. Did you think Quetzals were herbivores? Quetzals ate small dinos and or fish. They were not herbivores, as far as I'm aware. Let's see. Okay, kind of like this. They ate berries? Did they? They're huge. What do you mean they ate berries? Question: do all the reanimated dragons have similar like form like Mama Dodo? As in like purple see-through skin that their past remains as part of their body. Dragons. Yes. All reanimated dinosaurs from Idealist are the purple with stone pieces of who they once were. That is correct. Okay, let's see here. And then we'll have like a... Right, but you know what giraffes don't have? Giant beaks made for killing. They had teeth, and specific kinds of teeth that were used as like they have molars, right? They have, you could tell the diet. I'm like 85% sure Quetzals are essentially, I wouldn't say like pelicans, but like they're giant, mostly land pterosaurs. Well, not really pterosaurs, but adjacent. That fed on smaller dinosaurs. I don't think they had the means to be able to like eat leaves and berries. They're like playing with this metaphorical character creator. You want wings instead? I mean, if it's on a T-Rex body, I'm not 100% sure you would fly. Let's do... Oh. There you go. Okay. Well, let's give it a little kind of like let's start at the bottom. We'll do like that. Yeah. No. Go. Quetzalcoatlus wanted to be strong. Okay. I'm surprised that Quetzalcoatlus didn't choose a sauropod. If strength was the goal. Granted, it sounds to me that they also wanted to be lethal, thus T-Rex, which is fair. Nope. There we go. Princess of Humbug. For now. You need a downfall, Alice. Well, it sounds to me the downside is that Alice loses control of themselves. Lack of control. Power over control, which is a thing. There is an inverse relationship between control over a power and the strength behind it. The more you let go as far as controlling something, the more kick it gets. Okay. like Before we try to put the jacket, let's get the pose down. So I kind of want like and then this could be the cane on the left, on the right hand. What does Dodo Lore do? Dodo Lore is the costume for Look Outside. Because technically it was originally designed to be like an anglerfish top, which by the way I guess is a little bit of a hint as far as when I eventually make I really wanted to make a cool interaction with the Look Outside one, and the Dodo Lore was going to be the first part of it. So once I finish it, it'll make more sense. There was more to that costume that I wanted to make. The T-Rex would take control, and since it has just a body, it has no rational thought, so the head would just watch its body disobeyed. Interesting. Yeah, this sounds Abomination Sect. Whereas like a lack of control for raw power kind of deal. Why can't I make it look right? That's better. Which is true. I mean, I haven't made anything where it's just like once you've been made in a particular sect, you can't go to a different one. So you could have been originally made in the Abomination Sect and then joined under Queen. Is there a reason why you would want to work under Queen that you can give Idealist as a reason? Can I draw a straight line to save my life? Not really, but I think that's going to be good enough. Oh, you would be really funny. On the top of this cane is this whole model on top of the cane. And there's just an infinite loop of smaller and smaller Dodos. So you were inspired by her violence, basically. Okay. Yeah, I think that would work for him. There we go. Beak's a little big, but we can adjust things along. Let's not do that part yet. We'll do. I'm going to see the description in the museum. The Dodo that has learned to monopolize cloning himself endlessly has acquired himself a fancy suit. That's pretty funny, actually. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if we can now get the jacket in. Kind of like... Then... Kind of like... And then we'll have like a open here, and then kind of like that. There we go. You're selling a Mama Dodo plush. I mean, eventually we will. We will eventually be doing that, and we're gonna make. I want to make the different costumes for whenever we make costumes for stuff. I would sell those costumes too. I'd probably try to make the costumes cheap. Because especially if we're going to be making a lot of them, you know? And if people are going to have like a collection thing about it, then the last thing I would want is like, each one is like $25. And it's like, bruh, you've made 30. Right? See, here's one of those things that it would transfer better as a plush than it would a natural drawing, right? I want to learn how to make yarn plushies. My mom already knows how to. Ooh. Go ahead. You have. I would love to see how it turns out. Okay. And then we'll have like a... like that. I do have a P.O. box, actually. And you know what? I've been meaning to send that to y'all. Let me add it to my to-do list. Open to-do lists. Send P.O. box info to Discord. Yeah, I set a P.O. box when I made the LLC, and I kept it after I moved. So it's still accurate. I was going to do it kinda because X-Star said he was gonna send me like ravioli or something. That's when I get into it. No, it's fine, Dragon. Take your time. But this is just a reminder for me in particular that I need to send y'all P.O. box if you want to send stuff. And I don't check often either. Like, I would probably only check once every 3 months, my P.O. box. Beyond that, I don't think I would check it all that often. Because it's mostly just work. Not work. Business stuff. Just seeing the difference between the two Rain World Mama Dodos on the chat. In my own digital art? Really? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're seeing such an improvement. Alright. Alice. How are we feeling? How do we like it? How do we like Dapper Mama Dodo right now? Oh gosh, that's so much meat. Do you know how expensive that would be to ship? I'm not even 100% sure you're allowed to send that. They're like, yeah, you didn't pick it up and it stunk the entire... It's so much. It's so much meat. Looks great. Okay, cool. Good, good. And then... Okay. We're gonna do a quick recharge. By doing another ad break. So get up, stretch, drink some water, go to the bathroom. I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. Welcome back. There's so many advertising media making as part of their product. What do you mean? Protein. Hey, Prana. How you doing? Hopefully well. Working on a new Mama Dodo costume. Conscious, unfortunately. I feel that. Well, sit back, relax with us. Hang out for a bit. You seem tired, traveler. Rest here. Oh, excellent. So what's new, my guy? Yeah. It's been a while. Hopefully you've been doing well. Like, both are about content creation. Both had like people making videos. Okay. But to what extent, though? I guess that's the part I'm a little confused on. As like content creation was part of their it's kind of like their start. What should we put on here? I think it's just kind of like, I would almost want to say like we would put little kind of like teeth. I'm trying to think of like dinosaur-y feel to it, but I'm not feeling it. Because these are more like it's not like that at all, actually. I'm looking at the embroidering now. I don't even know what's on it. We're just gonna lurk a little. Completely understandable, Dragon. To kind of catch you up, Piranha, I am currently making Mama Dodo Greatest Showman. It's Alice's Redeem. Yeah. And then what I plan on doing is once I kind of have like this part finished, putting that at the end of the cane, and then just have it just kind of like keep going down. I wanted this to be the one where I kind of separated them out. So there was like a different kind of animation where I utilize the smudge tool. And I want to try to get used to it. Or the warp tool. I forget which. That's liquefy. Maybe it was liquefy. Oh, I can't use it on these. Yeah, I think it was liquefy tool. That for now. I mean, that pretty much does it, but the problem is I don't know, man. Looking pretty eggy. Thank you. Appreciate it. It was for Easter. In fact, I'll show you the other ones. So, granted, there's no redeem for this one. But on Easter, we had, you could switch between this one, you could switch between this one, and then you can switch between this one. and I enjoyed it. I liked it. And then we also had like the middle egg like slowly kind of corrupt everything around it, and y'all had to like spam the egg emote in order to like put it back into its shell. It was fun. It was a good time. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any of that on here to show what it would have looked like if it started spreading, but actually, wait, I think I can. Hold on. If all I have to really do is just show you exactly what I'm talking about. That's pie. Oh, pie. Where's the egg? Where are you? I'm so sorry. No? Why can't I find it? Oh, weird. Guess I can't find it anywhere. It's fine. It's in it's Mama Dodo Museum. Zukosa. It's different. It's more what's the game that we played relatively recently? It's more do no harm than it is Zukosis. It's like inky Elgato black tentacles than it is zombie infected meat. You know what I mean? Why isn't the redeeming working, man? I don't understand. Here. Got you, Alice. Kinda, yeah. Got here. I'll pull up because I pretty much have the Discord up anyway. I'll show you. It's in the Mama Dodo Museum. Whoa! Oh, right. I know what happened. I have forced dark mode on. I was gonna say, what the hell? There you go. So, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So it's kind of like that. So, different kind of horror. Feel free to redeem if you don't want to look at it anymore, Verona. It's kind of one of those things where, oh, no. There's a, I think next time I'll try to do, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll try to do like sounds and music. No, I wouldn't say music, but I want to do like sounds. Greatest Showman. There you are. That's certainly an interesting creature I just saw. Yeah, it was part of the Easter costumes. We had that kind of on a timer, and then people had to spam the egg emote to put it back into the egg. Random Mama Dodo costume. All right. I don't know why it's not working. You know what? How about this? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna actually close StreamerBot real quick, and then reopen StreamerBot. Because literally it's not talking to VEditTube for whatever reason. Disconnect, connect, okay. And then now I'm going to random costume change, test trigger. It still doesn't work. VEditTube, why aren't you bruh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. We're rolling a D15. I don't even know that's a thing. Roll a D15. There is no D15. Apparently there's D18. F it, we're just gonna do 20. We'll re-roll if we have to. 9. We'll do the 9th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here you go. You have doll Mama Dodo from when we played Poppy Playtime. Thank you. I thought I did a pretty good job on it as well. I even had a little jump scare with it because there's supposed to be a cursed doll that looked at you. If you poked it, there was a % chance that he would look at you. There was a % chance that nothing would happen. And then there was a % chance that there was a jump scare. Actually, I could show you the jump scare if you want. If you want to see it. But that's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't feel up to it either. Sure? It's like, I guess? Alright, hold on. Okay. Jump scare upcoming. In 3, 2, 1. There you go. That was a jump scare. So occasionally you would just poke it and then that would happen. Yeah. Mama Dodo has y'all inside of her. So whenever I show any kind of representation of Mama Dodo, it's usually full of eyes. Sorry, Alice. I tried to give everyone as much as a heads up as I could. We're at 30, by the way, costumes. Granted, this would be 31 once we're done with this. I King, rise up. There is one short form that I've been wanting to make for a while, based around like the eyes, and it's the Goopy Snoopy trend that happened a while back. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, here's Goop Snoop, he's chill. Here's Bloopy Joopy. Here's Blarb, like that kind of thing, and just go to different like eyes and stuff. I thought it was funny. I've been considering making it just cause there's a handful of ones where I'm just like, you know, maybe I should just do it. Been thinking of making an Eldritch form of my PNG tuber model. Hell yeah! I would love to see it. Feel free to post that in art if you feel up to it. You know, if you feel like showing it. You don't have to if you don't want to. It is up to you, my guy. Never saw that, but I did see a whole lot of Venom. Yeah, Venom is definitely up there. I feel like the embroidering is the hardest part. I feel like touching grass. I want to tell a story on this embroidering, dude. But I don't know how to represent it. Can you nap on Queen's back? Aren't you like big? You're on a T-Rex body, are you not? Flames? Maybe. Like, I kind of want to jump. I kind of want to use this opportunity as like showing a little bit of Idealist lore, or maybe Dodo kind of like a bit, where it's like it shows that there's Mama Dodo, and then the thing like almost like prophecy vibes to it. You know what I mean? This is the kind of feel that I kind of want to imbue a bit, where it's just kind of like it. So what? Then probably not. She probably wouldn't let you. Or it's just like, oh, make you small. Or it's just like almost like that's supposed to be a Dodo, by the way. Ignore everything about it. Dodo. And then it's kind of like, and then like almost like a cycle. Like I kind of want to give a little bit of a story to it. Kinda, yeah. Where it's just kind of like this, almost like a foretelling of the fate of Mama Dodo. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm, because I don't have 100% of what fate I want Mama Dodo to have yet in the story. Queen is officially my mom. Prophecy vibes are good vibes. If you want those in embroidery, I don't know a lot about it, but vague imagery and some swirling patterns could help. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm like. Let's see here. Maybe I need a, you know what? This is a good opportunity to say, use references. So, go to Pinterest. Let's see how many of these things are going to be freaking AI. Prophecy. Prophecy. Aesthetic? Not quite. Ancient? Ancient prophecy. Let's get rid of aesthetic. Queen is one of Idealist's summons that I've talked about a few times now, where she's the queen of the raptors. And Alice, in particular, has kind of very much fallen in love with that character. Yeah. She is the head of the Fang group of Idealist summon groupings. There's 13 groups in total. So not Fang, Claw. King is Claw. Queen of the Raptors is Fang. Am I saying the same thing again? I feel like I'm saying the same thing again. King is Tooth. Queen of the Raptors is Claw. Tooth and Claw. Am I having a stroke? I feel like I'm having a damn stroke. I'm getting some water. Can't wait to go back in the recording and be like, what is this guy talking about? Thank you. I appreciate it. My brain's a bit mush today. Prophecy. Ancient prophecy. Maybe wall? Like, I want, like, old wall prophecy. You know what I'm talking about? I want that aesthetic. I want, like, old cave drawings. That's what I want. Here, you guys can watch with me. Because why not? You know? Not Egyptian. Not, like, hieroglyphs. Maybe cave. Like, I want ancient cave drawing vibe to it. What even is that? Oh, that's adorable. It's like a fish with a sandwich. Is it a sandfish? Is it a sandwich? Haha. Jokes. Prehistoric art, cave painting, ancient Egypt art, ancient Egyptian art. I want prophecy, dog. With the PB&J, I don't think that's PB&J. I think that's grilled cheese. If I hover over it, it looks orange. Unless it's peach jam, which is also good, by the way. Ancient technology, magical cave. Bruh, I just want prophecy, bruh, my guy. What if we just do Google? Ancient prophecy art.
It's a crime to not have bread toasty and if it's a grilled cheese. That's true. It might be from Lilo and Stitch. You might be right. I thought it looked kind of familiar. But you are absolutely right, Prana. You grill both sides on a grilled cheese, or you will be arrested. What the hell is... Okay. Prophecy art, maybe? Sort of ancient? Y'all have any word search recommendations for what we want, what we're looking for here? Like, I just want, like, ancient, maybe just ancient drawings. Should we just do that instead? Instead of, we just remove prophecy off the ancient cave drawings. Ancient civilization, ancient cave. I'm thinking drawings from the yeah. I'm thinking the same thing, Prana. It's kind of like that. But they had to have looked up something too. This is kind of cool. One day I'll be good enough to draw environments that don't look like absolute dog. UFO! UFO! Sorry. Maybe we should just look up that. God of War prophecy. Let's see here. Painting. No. Ah, it's not the style that I want. Breath of the Wild? Prophecies on the Wall came from Hollywood? Seriously? That's unfortunate. Because that's cool as hell. Of the Wild prophecy. Oh, yeah. It's not bad. I think we were closer with this. Because this one's fine. I like this. This is good. I like it. But as far as the aesthetic of it, it looks like it has lettering. I don't want to pull a second gotcha moment with my lore for y'all, in the sense of, you know, when the first starting stream screen that I did, where I had those symbols underneath the television and y'all were like, ooh, this could mean something, and I'm like, oh shit, I just drew a bunch of symbols. You know what I mean? Mike, I think I'm coming in a little hot there, sorry. But there was never prophecies written on walls IRL. Why not though, Don? Why not? We'll be the first. We'll do it. I like that aesthetic though. Even in like a bunch of other games that I wanted to do, I really liked prophecies on walls as a narrative device. I like random... I really like where it's just like these drawings, these ancient kind of art drawings to it, where it just fits, right? So I guess if I were to try to do it, it would be similar to this kind of style, but we draw it in a way where we copy the style, but we tell the story from the style, right? Probably through different prophecies and games. Yeah, please do. Let me know if there's any that really stand out to you. That would be really interesting, because that's kind of what I want to do. Like the On and Omega Ruby. Yeah. Yeah, where it's just like it's like you have these pictures. It's not even like a picture, where it's telling a story with
a picture, which a picture should tell a story in general, but I think there's a specific kind of art to telling a story through one single image. And you tell a lot of narrative through one specific image, right? So, yeah. All right, see you in a bit, Alice. So, I guess a good way to start, and what we should probably do, is what do we want to say? What story do we want on this sleeve? Right? I think knowing what story we want to tell is a good step forward in deciding how we can actually represent it, right? Similar to how, like, if you want to make a new tool, you need to start with the problem, right? Maybe use separate colors effects to define separate characters. I like where your head's at, artist. That's pretty good. You make it so that it's easy to tell apart by making them represent differently, right? So if I have, like, Idealist, because for right now, Idealist, I don't have a full set on how he looks. Pretty much I got, and you guys can, I guess, will be, whoever's part of the stream or listens to this VOD will kind of get a little bit of an early look. But so far that I got from Idealist is that he has a hat. He's a guy. He has a coat, like a jacket, that's rolled up. His left arm is made of the miasma that he uses for summons. So, arm's missing. Mom's spaghetti. The right shoulder is where Mama Dodo sits. So Mama Dodo sits here. And that's kind of it. There's other aspects to it where it's just like, I want to show representation that he's been in fights. I want to show representation that he's older. You know, that kind of stuff. Oh, he also has, granted the hat's gonna hide it. He has a little bit of a modification on his skull where he inserts a data chip. Specifically for moments of high levels of calculation. Because in my head canon, during some fights, he shows exceptionally high levels of processing brain power, like mirrors reflecting things in the way that he wants to go, but it's pretty much impossible for a person to be able to do that. So, and then after that happens, like, a little microchip just flies off from his head and like lands smoking in the distance, right? Where it just kind of shows like he has a one-off high processing boost that he gets from this thing that he modified his own brain for. But I wanted to get that feeling of like he's modified his body to a certain degree. But beyond that, that was pretty much it so far. So, in your case, artist, where you're kind of going off of that, Nanomachine's son. I don't think we're going to go down Nanomachine level, but it would be like, if it was to represent Idealist, it would just be like a guy, or just like a person, kind of like this. And then, but most of the people look like this, but it's like dark green, right? Because that's a forest green is going to be Idealist color for the most part. Or maybe even, and then like the Dodo and everything would be purple. Or it's just like a bird. And then this one would be purple. Right?
So it's like, okay, cool. So we know that there's a thing that looks like a bird and a thing that looks like a person, but they have specific colors that represent certain things, so you know that a purple bird is in this prophecy. Beware the purple bird. It will bring ruin to us all. Like that kind of wonderful, wonderful storytelling. So what story then? What would be good? On the sleeve, on the Greatest Showman. Have y'all seen the Greatest Showman? Have you seen the movie? Because I never saw the movie, which is why I was a little bit lost with this redeem for the most part, and why I needed good references. No? Damn. Because I was gonna say, like, what is the Greatest Showman about? All right, let's read the wiki real quick, because I think that is a good way of looking it up, because technically this is a costume off of a movie, right? This is a costume off of a movie. So because of that, if we're gonna have lore be added to a costume, it should be somewhat linked to a certain degree, right? To plot. Okay, so spoilers. This is spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled for the Greatest Showman, we're gonna be kind of diving a little bit into it. Like, mute me for like 10 minutes. But if you don't mind, you know, skip ahead if need be. I'll put a little mark on the VOD, hopefully, if I remember. Let's see. When the charity finds a finishing school, they eventually get married. Bottom loses his shooting clear shock, and the funny goes bankrupt due to the typhoon. The bank is to film castles. He later secures a bank loan using a former employer / ships as collateral. He opens a museum, suggests showcasing something alive. He adds freak performers that explains the hairy people in the trailer. Gathers higher attendance, but also protests for viewer reviews from well-known. Renames the venture of Burnham's Circus. Recruits play alive. Philip is memorized by the African-American trapeze artist, but he hides his feelings. Roy Swade's famed Swedish singer as her manager. Gains favor with aristocratic patrons. Takes Lynn to the U.S. tour. Barnum returns home to find the circus on fire. She has already escaped. He suffers serious burns. Devastated, retreats to a local bar. Build a new show. A patient blind him from now on. Awakens the hospital. Recovering Philip offers to share the profits. Okay. So it's about starting, like, still trying to start anew, I suppose, would be a good way of putting it. So it's about starting anew. It's about a circus, entertainment, a little bit of love. What if we... Ooh. Yeah, same. What if we show what happened to Idealist's city? What if we show a representation of the town that Idealist belonged to? And almost like prophecy level things coming down from the sky destroying it. So kind of like, and then it's just like, and it's like this star here, kind of like this, and then almost like this body. And then kind of like, I can't do too much jagged stuff. We'll do like, maybe something like that. That's a little too obvious, right? The whole point is that we want it to be interpretive. Am I overthinking it? Should I just make random embroidery? But the secret is intent, you know what I mean? What makes a, you know, what makes something fun and interesting is the little details that you put in. Putting in something for the sake of putting in something, like the carving in the hill in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I need to see that. Let's see. Carving, hill, Pokemon, sword, shields. Oh. Yeah, yeah, like this. This is what you were talking about, right? Kinda. It is simple. What if we make it one? What if we make it all one? So it's kind of like... Oh, I'm gonna run out of battery soon. So it's kind of like... kind of like that. And then... I like the bottom, I don't like the top. Actually, maybe not. Maybe we take a book out of this. What if we do... spirals? Kind of like that. I actually kind of like that idea. What we'll do is that we'll do it so it's like kind of like that. Then kind of like that. So you have a big one in the middle, and then you have like a offset, right? Plus, it also gives like the feeling of like 3. Like 3 for whatever reason feels important here. Or it's like, oh, why is it only 3? Why are there 3? Why is this the one in the center so big compared to the others? Plus, it gives the feeling of... I wish I still had that book, dude. I had a book of symbology in college, and it really went into like the psychology and the culture around different symbols in different cultures and stuff. And I use it a lot. When trying to come up with good ideas for things, as far as just like, okay, so what symbol should I help represent this? If that's the case, what we should probably do, let's curve this a little bit. Instead of making them spiky, let's curve them up a little bit. Give them a feeling of because they're supposed to be buildings, right? Sorry, I keep accidentally erasing them. Kind of like that. Also, my dog is in bed with me. Aww. We have a pet section somewhere in the Discord. I would love to see them. What's their name? Kind of like that, because I haven't fully designed the city yet, but I think the center of the city is going to have a dome. So you kind of have this. His name Rocky. Aww, you're so cute. Give Rocky some love for me. Okay. I think I'm doing a decent job as far as showing what I want here. So I want to show that these edges are curved to represent, because sharp would mean enemy, it would mean danger, it would mean bad usually, but when it's soft and or square, it's usually like let's do more angled outside to give the impression that this is like a fortified town or city. And then we'll round the edges here, having more of like an innocent feel, and then like a dome in the middle. Kind of like this. And then, I don't know why I want to make the star in the middle, but I really do. Kind of like that. And then above, I want to get this feeling of like a fortified kind of like city feel to it. We have 3 spirals of different sizes. A big one. Actually, let's make the big one kind of like that. A big one right above it. One on the bottom right in the opposite direction, and it's the same, a little bit smaller on the other direction. And I want to give that feeling of this is a town with portals above it. Something happens with this. It's not greatest, but to be honest, this is something that I would like to get better with. I want to get better with proper usage of symbology and things of that nature to help show stories a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? simply, not as loud, and where we just kind of add a little bit throughout, like even to the extent of Mama Dodo. Like the original Mama Dodo has an eye reflection on it that represents her background a little bit, right? Yeah, artist has Rocky. Send me the big floof. I must see. I must have the big floof. Okay. Like that. Opposite direction. Opposite direction, idealist. I'll exchange with my tiny little wiener mama called Fanta. That's so cute. We love pets in this house. Maybe she had some puppies last month. Aww, that's so cute. Okay, I kind of like it. We'll go ahead and have like this cut off here. Yeah, like that. Kind of like that. Yeah. All right. And then I could just make this bigger, but I like making things difficult for myself. Okay, we're gonna copy. Then we're gonna paste. Oh, boo, fine. I don't like how the lines are thinner, but I can work on that. I can go back. Okie dokie. This thing is like overheating anyway, so we'll give it a little bit of a. Let's see, what should we switch this to? We'll switch this to this for now. Oh gosh. Can I like not blind people? Forest Dark Page. Boop. It's not perfect, but it's something. And then you. Let me plug this in real quick. Actually, let me finish setting this up. We'll let's go for a quick ad break while I plug everything in. And everyone, stretch, bathroom break, get some water. Do you treat yourself with kindness? Okay. What do you respond to this? Sorry, now I'm just looking at all the Greatest Showman art on Pinterest. We are looking at Greatest Showman art. I had to stop due to my iPad about to die, but we were making a new outfit for Mama Dodo called The Greatest Showman. So we were looking at references because I haven't seen the movie, and I just unplugged the iPad, so now I'm just kind of like, well, now what do you want to do? So I was planning on doing art for the rest of the stream, but my iPad's about to die, so I couldn't do that. Is there anything that y'all want to do with the hour left that we have on stream? We can also just talk and vibe. Forsaken. Y'all want to do more wow, Roblox. What about the rest of y'all? You don't have to if you don't want to. Or if there's anything else that you want to do. We could also play Scribble. We did, even though we did that last week. But at the very least, I could do that on my computer. We could watch The Greatest Showman. No, we can't. Not on Twitch. At least, I need to double check the TOS. As far as streaming Greatest Showman. We might be able to do it on Discord. But I need to do research to make sure that that's legal. Even though we did do a little bit of that on our 24-hour streams. You know? There was a little bit of that. Granted, that was less, oh, we're gonna watch a movie and more to do with, let's just watch YouTube together. Just cut it out of the file. I mean, probably. No, but it's not even the, it would definitely take a YouTube hit, so I would definitely take it out. But I mean, specifically in the aspect of Twitch, I might get a slap for doing that on Twitch. That would make it too short. I mean, 3-hour VOD is still a decent VOD. I was gonna say, like, if y'all don't really want to have anything in mind, we could just end the stream early, but that was only gonna be more of a last resort if y'all didn't have anything in mind, or if there was just no one in the chat, and then it's just like, well, well, I guess. Why do you like what is it about The Greatest Showman that y'all like so much? What makes it so good for you? Is it the music? Is it the choreography? Is it the acting? Is it the story? All the above? The songs? Gotcha. Okay. They're amazing. Alright. Well, I mean, we were when we were looking at references earlier. I had to keep it muted for obvious reasons, so I wasn't able to hear any of the songs yet. But maybe that's something that we should do, or at least I should definitely see, especially if y'all are raving about it so much on Discord, and have that be the rest of the stream. Yeah, potentially could. How long is the Greatest Showman? Because I don't know if I could do like a 2-3 hour movie. But if it's like an hour and a half, then maybe. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. I was like, maybe I should drink some caffeine today. And I was like, nah, I should be okay. I should have drank caffeine. And I was like, it's gonna be a low energy drawing stream anyway, but all right, let's see. Let's see what we have here. Greatest Showman time. 1 hour 45 minutes. So it's 105 minutes. To 6. Let me check something. Let me check. Let's get rid of the capture card right now. Boom. I'm gonna check. Is it? I'm checking Discord streaming. But I'm not showing this that I'm typing this in the damn thing. I'm checking the legality for streaming movies on Discord. Yeah. It is illegal to stream movies on Discord without proper authorization or licensing. Streaming without permission from the copyright holder is a violation of copyright law, which protects the rights of creators of the content. Do people stream movies on Twitch? Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things, right? That's why I'm checking around. I'm seeing Twitch versus it's like Twitch versus Discord versus like I want to make sure I'm making a good decision here. Saw it happen the other day with a streamer showing Home Alone 2 to 80k people. Here, I guess it's not problematic to show y'all that I'm trying to make sure I'm doing things well, right, appropriately. Movies aside, people with this luxury can't seem to be able to stream copyrighted music without fear of bans. Is there a big streamer privilege or rules change? It's a game of chicken. The old game of chicken was to have all music show up in VODs. The new game of chicken is to remove copyright music from VODs and hope you don't get live copyright strike. You have to ask yourself whether or not to risk the reward. Enforcement action lacks detection, and not only as a result. So digital copyrights are handled by DMCA. In order to enforce a takedown copyright, DMCA notice has to be filed. There's no government task force or anything. Thing is, DMCA notices take time to go through, so by the time Twitch even gets the notice, the stream is probably long. Let's see here. Unless you have permission from the copyright notice of the movie, you cannot stream movies on Twitch. Hey Bear, how you doing? What is a was it like watch party on Twitch or something? Oh, it's only through Amazon Prime and Prime Video. I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing okay. So that's what a watch party is. So that's one of the things I was wondering about, like, watch parties, where it's just like, oh, is it legal to watch videos on Twitch? Like, what's going on? But apparently that was something like 4 years ago. YouTube is not what the watch party is bridged for, so the answer no. The long answer: with watch parties, Twitch communities come together to watch, react, discuss any movie or TV show that is available on Amazon Prime or Prime Video to subscription directly on Twitch. Point requirement: on Amazon Prime or Prime Video subscription for both you and the viewer. To be able to watch the party function, you have to have the subscription all linked. And if the people in your community want to watch, they also have to have a Prime Video subscription. Oh. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Here's really the separation discussion that I will have with y'all with this, and my hesitancy. So I've also seen plenty of movies on Twitch. Not Twitch, on Discord. I have also hosted watching movies on Discord. But that's my personal Discord with my personal life, etc. This is a business. So I have to be extra careful when it comes to doing things a little bit in the gray, right? Because that can be really, really bad because there's money involved now, right? If I'm just doing it for personal things for personal people, sure, it's still not great, but I'm technically making money right now. It's not much, but I am making money, and I'm on someone else's platform. And on Discord, it's the same stuff, where it's like, I have income coming through this particular avenue. Would it be like, how problematic would it be? So on one hand, yes. Like, who's gonna say? How's the likelihood? It's like, it's private. Who's gonna find out? Probably no one. Right? Probably no one. I am floating in a sea of, like, I'm floating in a sea of hundreds of thousands of other people who are also, good amount of them are probably doing something similar to there. But I need enough examples to show on the streamer end of like, oh yeah, we watched with my community this movie on Discord. And that's a consistent thing that the streaming community participates in. Because if not, and it's like, oh no, we avoid this for this reason, don't do it, you're being stupid. I don't want to stumble into a situation where it's like, it should be fine, and then I get smacked for it, right? Kind of to the same extent of, did you know that I had a strike on my YouTube channel at one point, specifically because of sound redeems? Yeah, no, and so have I, but that was on my personal account. That's not on my business account. It's not with a business tied to it. It's a whole different ballgame when it gets to that level. But like, on my YouTube channel, when I wanted to put a vote for y'all for sound redeems, right? One of the sound redeems was about like, all these sound redeems came from like a BioShock VOD that we had, and it had like a lot of different bits where I was just like, all these are really funny, so I want to vote. So then I had to find a way to put it up somewhere where all y'all could listen to it and then vote on which one y'all liked. And I ended up taking each one and then putting it up on YouTube on a private playlist so y'all could listen to it, and then you can vote via YouTube. And one of those clips had was when y'all were voting on whether or not to save or harvest the child from BioShock. And so one of the snippets was like, it's like, kill the child, and then vine boom, right?
And so it was just like a 1 second soundbite of me saying that Vine Boom, and it got flagged for promoting violence on children on YouTube. Even though it was a private video on a private playlist that wasn't hosted anywhere on YouTube, I still got smacked for that, which is understandable to a certain degree. That, like, out of context, that could be problematic. So ever since that happened, I'm trying to make sure that, like, I do this carefully. Do I think it is morally wrong to watch videos via Discord with y'all and have a good time? No, I want to be able to do that, but I want to be able to make sure that if I do that, that I take, if there's any additional protections, if there's any particular ways that we should go about it to make sure that y'all won't get in trouble and I won't get in trouble. And then, you know, everything that I've built in the last year doesn't become in danger just because I didn't take the proper protocol or the proper way forward in order to make sure that we were properly protected for this, right? Because it could be something as simple as, like, the difference between having everything on a voice chat versus having everything on like a stage, right? Because we could do a stage thing where I host but then everyone else is muted, right? We could do something like that where we could watch something together via stage. Or it could be something as simple as we have a separate Discord for specific movies that's not really connected to, like, the business at all, and it's just something that y'all, I think you're fine unless someone snitches. Well, it's not even about someone snitching, it's also about we're using Discord to, like, AI is getting better and better every day. Discord as a whole is in the middle of a transition. I don't know if you know this, Alice, but there's a transitionary happening right now with Discord where the CEO is stepping down and a new CEO is taking their spot, and I think it was an Activision CEO, if I recall correctly. So, like, I have to be really careful with this because it could be something as simple as, like, oh yeah, no, not only do we know what you streamed and when you streamed it, but we have receipts for it, and now we are catching you doing something you shouldn't be doing in 4K, and you're not in trouble, right? And I don't want to run into that situation. So my gut instinct, so I think you're right, Alice. I think I'm overthinking it. I think more than likely, if we just have occasional movie days where we just go to the Discord and have a movie and we watch the movie and we have a good time together, I think that should be okay. I think that should be fine. However, I need to make sure, because I am responsible not only for myself but my business but also y'all, to make sure that I dot all my I's and cross all my T's and make sure that I am doing it in a way that other people have, like other streamers, other people in my position have gone about doing it in a proper way, right? How you doing, Star? So that's what I kind of wanted to break down. Do streamers watch movies with their communities? Yes, some streamers watch many communities on platforms like Twitch. This is often done through features like watch parties. Streamers might also share their own reactions to movies or TVs while streaming, even without broadcasting. Oh yeah, that was another thing, wasn't it? Wasn't there another one? I forget who was saying it. It might have been you, Alice, where somebody, they didn't stream the movie. They just streamed their reaction, and then everyone started the movie at the same time. Technically, I think that's one of those things that technically gets around it, where it's like, technically you're not streaming a movie. Technically you're streaming a react, which is different but I don't know to what extent. Let's see here. Watching movies and TV shows. Yeah, let's see. If all that you're doing is streaming from watching the show and talking about it, there's... Okay. If all they are doing is streaming them watching the show, talking about it, there's no issue. They will simply tell their chat when to start the show, so they watch at the same time and share reactions. Unless they are streaming the show itself, there's nothing wrong here. Okay. So it sounds to me that it's a watch-along, kind of. Right? So it's like, okay, all right, everyone does it and start. And then we all hit play at the same time. Granted, it still would be better on Discord because it'll be less of a delay. Because y'all get a pretty significant delay on stream for streaming stuff. So if I respond to something, y'all might not see it for a minute. Actually, I don't know how the delay would work. I still think I would be ahead by like a couple seconds or something. Using HBO, Disney Plus, etc. is all done illegally, but they'll usually attempt to bypass this by deleting the VOD, so there's no copy or duplication of the show or movie. Which is a big no-no. Some use more of a gray area approach by using YouTube official channel with licensed movies that can be watched for free. Since they are technically licensed for public viewing, it's not a cut and dried in their opinion. Free advertising that is a consequenceless kind of way. There's also Mix It Up. What's Mix It Up? Co-streaming? You can watch movies with viewers on Twitch. That was 4 years ago. So it seems the watch party thing... Do y'all have Amazon Prime? Is that something that y'all do? Have? Because I think the watch parties is a Prime only. Everyone has to have Prime. I have to have Prime. Everyone watching has to have Prime. And if everyone has Prime, we can all watch it together. Which is a wild thing to ask for. But I guess I can kind of understand it. Yeah, I didn't think so either. FYI, you do get a free sub with Prime. If you do have Prime, you do get to give a free sub every month. In case you didn't know that. Some people don't. I didn't until like way later, but a lot of streamers like really harp on that a lot, I've noticed, where it's just like, don't forget to use your Prime. Right. Or how would they know? How would they know what? Twitch streamers who spend 3 years from the proper etiquette being joined by Twitch streamers. On Discord? Streamers often engage their communities by watching movies and shows together on Discord. Platforms like Discord offer features such as screen sharing and streaming. Okay, that's not the AI. Getting banned. I saw a dude streaming PPV UFC fight with controller scenes to get the illusion that he was playing a game. That's actually really funny. How would they know if a viewer doesn't have Prime? No, they just say that a lot on stream, where it's just like, be sure to use your Prime on me, like that kind of thing. Because technically, if you have Amazon Prime, it's essentially like free money for the streamer. Because the way it works is that you're already paying for Prime for other reasons besides, like, you know, using it to sub for somebody. So the fact that you would have it be like, oh, it's like, as a reminder, you could use it for that. So they don't really like catch people specifically. Oh, the watching thing? I think you have to have your account linked. You have to have your Amazon Prime account linked to Twitch, and then you are allowed to be there. It's kind of like sub. I imagine it's similar to like sub only mode, where you can't talk unless you're subbed. And
or emote only mode or something like that, where it's like it knows because you've linked your accounts, and if you're not, if you don't, if it isn't linked, or if you don't have one, then you just don't get to watch. I imagine it might be different than going live. I don't really know. I don't have Prime, so I haven't even considered doing it.
Used to have the actual game, but now all she does is stream network TV shows, and she's wondering where her future goal. I don't know why. I know exactly what he does. Like, he's been streaming entire movies, TV shows, anime with full video, as well as saving VODs. She also pulls 2K concurrent viewers. It's on Twitch, just know it. Let's see here. Request watch a movie together in server Discord. If you want to invite others to watch a movie together in Discord server, you can use Discord bot like Rabbit or Cast. Video party stream. Imagine all users at Discord channel can watch the same YouTube videos at the same time. Discord streams are not monitored in any way, so feel free to create a private Discord server and stream movies to your friends. This is from Kiora.
It's hard to say. Let's see here. I think this is what we'll do. I don't think we'll do it through Twitch. I think Twitch is too much of a dark gray area, if that makes any sense. I think getting together occasionally on Discord, and then we have a kind of like watch party stage kind of thing set up where we can all kind of like watch something together, where I can yap and then y'all can still use like chat and stuff like that. It's kind of the best thing forward. It will still probably be doing a little more research on this just in case. I want to make sure that, because I'm definitely not the first person who thought of this, and other people have seen the consequences of these actions before me, and I want to make sure I do my due research in order to make sure that that's happening. So I don't think we'll watch it today, but I can see us doing something like that in the future, where it's like it's not like a VOD thing, we're not putting it up on YouTube, it's just like a community bonding. We all watch this movie together, maybe on a specific day. That would be kind of cool if we have like a specific day thing. We could go down the route of we all hit play at the same time instead of just watching directly on it. Doing that is technically a safer route, because then it's all it is we are just we're just getting our own reactions to things, which is, I believe, legal. So we could go down that route, but I need to do a little more research, I think. Listen, I gotta be careful. Alright. Well, I think we should. I don't know. I'm still feeling very low energy at the moment, so I think I might end stream early, if that's cool with y'all. It's basically two pads, one slightly dangerous and one padded and pillows. It's less to do with being padded with pillows and more to do with, you know, just, it's gonna be less, I don't know if it's less impactful, but instead of it being one screen being shared to everybody who can react at the same time, there may be a bit of a variation depending, right? But is that really necessarily enough, right? Oh, we should probably switch to just chatting, just in case as well, because my iPad died, so, you know. But yeah, no, I think watching a movie together is cool, is neat. I like that idea. But we just have to find a way around it, or not really around it. Make sure the way that we want to go about it is an appropriate way. Is a way that we won't regret it later. Because if it's one of those things where if we are caught and it's just a slap on the wrist, then I'm fine with just diving into it, right? But what I'm worried about is that we do it for like, I don't know, let's say we watch a movie a week for like 6 months. And then 6 months from now, they're like, hey, we noticed that you've been doing this for like 6 months now, 4 times a month. And now everything you've built is now gone. Because what you've been doing is a big no-no, right? Then that's what I really want to avoid. So if I had to put money on it, as far as what we're going to decide to move forward with, it would probably be the one where we all hit it at the same time on Discord, and then we all react to it. Because that one is kind of like, oh, we're just hanging out and all watching on our own individual screens, and there's no, like, there's nothing that we are recording or anything like that. That's really kind of like a redistribution in any kind of way, right? So that's probably the best way of going about it in the future. I think the only thing that it becomes then a problem is making sure that everyone is, like, if I sent a link out if I sent a link out for everyone to watch it at the same time at the same location, that does give a little bit more of a like, oh. But instead it's just like, okay, does everyone have their own version their own individual one that we're all gonna be watching at the same time? Does everyone have their physical DVD? Like that kind of thing. Versus just like, oh yeah, this is the site that I use, here's a link. And it's just like, you can't do that. Hey Star, how you doing? But yeah, no, we're talking about potentially watching movies together in the future. Greatest Showman is on there, and I think we talked about watching some like really bad campy horror movies would be also kind of fun as well. But having like a movie night, like a community movie night, would be kind of cool. If I had to guess, I wouldn't be able to watch if you do that. Is it because that you have no ability to watch something besides what's on the stream? So like, you wouldn't be able to offset it, or do you just have no other way as far as watching stuff? Yeah, I don't know. I guess the only thing that I can say is that I'm going to be looking into it. Especially if some of y'all are going to be left out, then that sucks. I don't want to leave any of y'all out, and I don't want to move in the direction that would leave some of y'all out and some of y'all here. Sure. What the heck is Gorn 2? Gorn 2. Electric Boogaloo. What the hell? Oh wait, is this the one where you can rip off people's heads? And it's like a VR game? Yeah, it's a VR game. Can't watch any other way. Okay. Alright. I'll see what I can figure out. The only thing I can really think of that would be an additional layer of protection is if we have a second Discord. Which would be you know, good and or bad depending. We would probably get less people, but then the people that would want to come, it would be kind of like invite only or something like that. And then we would just have a second like movie Discord that wasn't linked to the business in any kind of way. It was just kind of like a personal Discord thing
where we can all watch stuff. But that originally that we can pull from the community who want to join up, and pull from personal lives that we can do that. But one of the champions is named the Great Big Boner. Does he have a big bone? Oh, join a movie Discord? Yeah. I think that might be the better way of going about it. I just link it to like personal stuff, and just not have it linked to the business in any way, shape, or form. So if I get in trouble for it, I get in trouble for it. My business doesn't. But I personally will get like a slap on the wrist of like, how dare you stream movies on Discord? And it's like, everyone does it. Right? And then they could just be like, oh, my community just also happened to have been there. But it's not like part of the community Discord. So I think that might be the best way to do it, actually. Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, hey, we're going to be watching a movie over at the movie Discord if anyone wants to join. And then if people are like, oh, what is it? It's like, oh, DM me. I'll send you a link to it. And then I can, do it that way, where we can kind of bring people in through that. And we could just be like, oh, what movie? And then we'll just say what movie it is. I think the only thing that I would like with that is that I would like it for it to be a consistent or semi-consistent day thing, right? I think if we have a movie thing going on, it should be like, hey Scallion, how you doing? Mama Dodo, appreciate pets as always. We should have a specific movie day where we try our best to just like, we'll have like a movie thing going on at a specific time on a specific day, right? Part of me wants to put Wednesday. Not gonna lie, give something to look forward to throughout the week. You want like every third Friday? I was thinking like weekly. You're thinking like monthly, right? I'm fine with doing monthly. Forcing my father to listen to all of Ghost. Is he alive? Oh man. But yeah, no, like the reason I pick Wednesday is because one, we're not streaming. Two, we can what's a good way of putting it? It's something to look forward to in the middle of the week. Wednesdays are usually rough in general because it's in the middle of the week and you have as many days ahead of you as behind you. So having something to look forward to on a Wednesday is enough of like a good pick me up to get you through the rest of the week, right? And I think that could be fun. And I think maybe we can have like maybe different kinds of like, if we do it weekly, we could have like different kinds of month or themes during the month where it's just like October will be spooky month or something. I think a school Friday is the last day of the school week. Ooh. I have Tube Go? What is Tube Go? What is that? Think of school Friday as the last day of school. I have Tube. Oh, you have to go. Oh, sorry. All right, Star. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. I will see you on Saturday. I don't think we'll do Psychosis again. I don't know what we're gonna do something. I'll go back to that vote and see what was the other 3 voted on thing to do. But I'll let you know Friday. I was supposed to put an announcement. No, wait, not Friday. I'm sorry. Tuesday. I'll see y'all Tuesday for game dev. I thought with as much rambling as I've been doing, it feels like a Tuesday to me. For better or for worse. Oh man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I try. Oh. I think I'm just tired. I think I pushed myself a little too hard yesterday. It's hard to hold yourself back when you have caffeine in your system. Because yesterday before stream, I was drinking caffeine. Oh, after this, I'm either gonna take a nap or I'm gonna get food, or I'm gonna do both. I actually have some oatmeal cookies to dig into. And listen, oatmeal cookies gets a bad rap. Okay, people. You don't like oatmeal cookies when you think they're gonna be chocolate chip. That makes sense. That's fine. But oatmeal cookies as a whole are good, especially if you get some like good mix. And this one is mixed with dried cherries. Oh, sleep eating. Oh gosh. I think there's my healthy fruit shakes are really the only thing that I would eat before bed, and it doesn't give me like acid reflux. No raisin is eh. Well, have you tried like instead of raisins, you switch like to different kinds of fruit? This one is dried cherry, and it's really good. Like a good dried cherry is very tart. I like it a lot. Do you just not like raisins? Don't eat oatmeal chocolate cookies. They suck. Really? I guess I can kind of see it. See, I like oatmeal cookies, but I don't like oatmeal. It's too mushy. You know what I mean? I have texture issues with mushy foods. So like beans, oatmeal, and mushrooms. Those three I don't like because of texture issues. I've had too many bad experiences with raisins. What bad experiences have you had with raisins, Scallion? Just eat dry oatmeal? I mean, is dry oatmeal good? Okay, I got that. I mean, I guess you don't have to explain if you don't want to. Can I tell you my bad raisin story then? Well, I'm gonna anyway. Warning, there's a tooth warning in this, by the way. When I was growing up, my dad my dad is a freezer person. Do you know what I mean by that? Like he loves putting things in the freezer. He loved putting any sweet in the freezer, any food in the freezer. Like he froze grapes. Like he would put batteries in the freezer. I don't know what he heard or what experience he had, but he's all about freezing. So one of the things that he froze, was chocolate covered raisins. And they were pretty good. Like cold chocolate covered raisins are actually really solid. But one day I chomped down on a chocolate covered raisin that was frozen and my tooth broke in half. And the jagged side was toward my tongue. And luckily this was a child's tooth. This was not an adult tooth. And it took a good while, like a good couple months for that other half of the tooth to come out. And during that time, like my tongue would not stop messing with the jagged edges, and I messed up my tongue. I wouldn't say forever, but I did mess up my tongue. Just it kept on wanting to bother with it, like constantly. But yeah, no. So that's my raisin adjacent. I mean, there's raisins in it. Story. But nothing to the extent of like raisins by itself is fine. I like grapes. Raisins are good. I like raisins. They're fine. But like, I don't trust frozen anymore. Okay, even the Dojitchik costume isn't working? What's with this costume not working, man? I don't know what's with it. I'll manually do it for you. There you go. I don't know why it's not working. As soon as this stream ends, I will make sure that that's working for Tuesday. Well, not as soon, but before Tuesday, certainly. I might get a little... Frozen Kit Kats are great, and I'll die on that hill. Anything... Okay, so... A little bit of a secret from a baking savant as a one as myself. Putting anything sweet in the freezer and or fridge will make it better every time, because the cold condenses the flavor in such a way. If you want to double increase it, freeze it and sprinkle a little salt on it. It's one of the little tricks that I've learned in making cookies in particular, is that you make the batter the day before and put them in little balls, put them in the freezer with a little salt on them, and then freeze them overnight. Then just put them in the oven, like preheat your oven, cook them like you would cook them normally, essentially, and take them out. And they're good to go. And they're freaking delicious. They're like 10 times better. Like, no joke. Do it. It doesn't even have to be overnight, by the way, but I would say at least 30 minutes. The longer you leave it, the better, up to like... I'd still say overnight. I think much longer after overnight, you're just... It's not going to get worse, but it's not going to get much better. But like, the difference between 30 minutes is very different than 2 hours, and the 2 hours is different from 8 hours, right? So I think it's just better for you to just do it ahead of time. But I think that's the same thing with any kind of cooking too. Any kind of cooking whatsoever. If you, what is tempered chocolate? Is that where you like melt chocolate down and then you freeze it? I'm assuming, just from the fact of tempering. That's what comes to mind, at least. When it comes to cooking, what was I gonna say when it comes to cooking? I honestly don't remember where I was going with that. The tempered chocolate threw me off my groove. You threw me off my groove! How dare you? Good movie, though. Emperor's New Groove. I haven't seen it lately, but I feel like it would hold up. There's something to do with cooking. There's something to do with freezing and or... Oh, prep. The difference between a okay food and an amazing food is prep. And it's for cooking, it's for baking, it's for a lot of things, actually. Probably most things in life, to be honest. I think it's just a rule of life to have, is you need prep. The more prep, I wouldn't say the more prep you do, the better, because that's not true. But the difference between not prepping and prepping is night and day. Like, if you soak your chicken in a broth overnight, or it's not grime. What is it? Brine? In a brine overnight and cook that chicken, that's gonna be a freaking delicious chicken. It's gonna be so good. Like, but it's the same thing with anything else. If you prep it ahead of time, it will be a lot better. You melt and kill it to change the crystal structure and make it solidify better. Oh, that's cool. So it really is tempering. How many times do you melt and cool it? Do you just do it over and over and over again? It's just great. Third tempered chocolate. 5th tempered chocolate. 18 tempered chocolate. That'd be kind of cool. Do I hit it with a hammer? That'd be also kind of cool. I'm gonna feel like a blacksmith. I don't know. Google it. Well, fine. Maybe I will. Maybe I will Google it. Tempered chocolate. Tempering chocolate is a process of carefully heating and cooling chocolate to stabilize cocoa butter crystals. Okay. How many times
How many times could you theoretically remelt chocolate? Theoretically, indefinitely, but there are eventual losses. Added moisture for humidity, overheating from hot spots. In theory, there is no difference between theory and practice, but practice there is. Let's see. It's best to avoid it. Okay, so it says repeated melting can degrade the quality of the chocolate, leading to less desirable texture. But if the first time you do it, wouldn't the second time you would do it even better? Yes? I have no idea. It looks like you only need to do it once. And then it's just like you're good to go. You're fine. Calm down. In which I say in response, you calm down. Anyway, it's not very professional of me to yawn on stream. Don't overdo it. Yeah, I think we probably will call it. I think we'll call the stream a little early. Sorry that I wasn't able to draw the entire time. I forgot to charge my iPad last night. I saw the 50-60% and I was just like, I don't need to charge it, and then proceeded to have like a 30% charge for today, and I'm like, well, oops. I don't know. You might. It's still unprofessional of me to yawn. I'm supposed to be entertaining. I'm supposed to be interesting. I'm supposed to be funny. I'm supposed to be handsome. And yes, I am all those things, but not all the time. And humble. Don't forget humble. But yeah, no. I hope you liked your costume so far, Alice. Hopefully you liked what I had going on so far. To me, it still looked pretty flat, so I'll probably go back. I'm going to try to kind of add some like 3-dimension to it, and I'm going to try to kind of add some like a little bit of an animation and movement to it. I can't tell you when it will be done, but I hope you will like it. And at the very least, what I would like to do, because Tuesdays, you know, is going to be game dev days. My goal in general is to try to have one costume done a week, if possible. But I've just been so behind on a lot of other things that I just haven't done it. And I need to get back on that. So that's on me. That's on me. So I'm hoping to have it done by this upcoming Sunday, so that we can play with it a bit. But we'll see. Actually, wait, hold on. I need to visit a friend this week for more emotional support. So maybe not this Sunday. But know that the next costume done will be yours. With the maybe sole exception if we have like a new game that I need to like hurriedly make something for. But as far as like the redeems, yours is going to be the first one. Yeah, I just need to be better at it. But this is a life lesson as well, as far as proper pacing, especially when trying to push yourself in a new direction. And in this case, it's the way wanting to animate it in a special way, right? And like we might go back and change past ones. Well, probably not, but you know, maybe if we think about it. But yeah. All right. Well, I think we'll call it there. So thank you all for joining me on this nice, chill, relaxing day. And I appreciate y'all stopping by and chilling with me. It was fun.
So I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening, and I will see y'all on Tuesday. All right. And I will take a nap. All right, take care. See ya. Bye-bye.